Today, I am dropping my 2 cents on today's episode of this new 90-day Fiancé series. It's called Love in Paradise. And I am going to touch a little bit on last night's episode of Love Marriage Huntsville. Let's get into these deets. Let's go. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Tony Michelle, aka Phatgyrlsnoop. And just like the title says, I am here just to talk about today's episode of 90 Day Fiancé Love in Paradise, the Caribbean. And we're going to get into a little bit of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, I don't know if you guys are new here to the channel. I just want to say welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It is free. The only thing it will cost is 3 seconds of your time because, you know, as I always say, your girl is trying to make it out here in these YouTube scaleeds, okay? And if you are have been my A1 from day one snoopers, I cannot thank you again. I love you guys because, you know, you guys make me who I am, and you guys are the motivation for me to keep going, okay? So let's get into these 90 Love in Paradise, the Caribbean. So, as you can see, we are in paradise. Do you guys love? Do you guys love? Giving you the island vibes, got the sun shining, okay? So, you know, I don't like to really start doing, you know, recaps and reviews until like I get really into the, you know, the series, because I feel like, you know, to do this, you know, I just don't want to, you know, put out a bunch of fluff. You know, I have to step back and take a look at things, you know. And so this is what I've been doing with this show. Now, I do like this 90 Day Fiancé spinoff because, you know, we're so used to what they go through to get the K1 visa, to get married, you know, and all that. But we never actually see how they actually, you know, got to that point. And these couples in these series is basically, you know, surrounded by could be maybe relationships. Let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. Okay, so the first couple that I want to talk about is Ariana and Sheldon. Ariana, you gotta get your family out your business, okay? I understand they want to know what you and Sheldon are going to do, but I feel like you're not telling your family, you know, everything. So this is Ariana and Sheldon. Sheldon is from Jamaica. Ariana met Sheldon while she was on vacation in Jamaica, and they only spent a total of 17 days together. You know, she, you know, lost a whole bunch of weight, so she was like feeling herself, getting her thing on in Jamaica, and, you know, they did the do, and she ended up bringing back home a pregnant belly. And she has not seen Sheldon since, you know, she got pregnant. So we joined them as they are meeting basically for the first time since they met the last time that she basically got pregnant, okay? We learned that Sheldon's family owns like a boat business, like a tourist business where they take you out on the boat and go snorkeling and all that jazz, right? And it's pretty successful on the resort. We also found out that Sheldon actually works in a nudist camp at night. Now, I know some things or two about Jamaica, okay? Now, I do know they have nudist beaches, true indeed. But when Sheldon started to talk about the crazy things that happens on these nudist beaches, I was thinking about, the Hinduism, where things get really, really, really off the chain. That's basically like what Americans call a swinger party. But it's basically like a swinger island where a couple might go and they might end up, having, open, sex with open people, other people, yeah. But so they didn't really specify that what it was. But when I was hearing Sheldon talk about it, I was like, that sounds more on that side and not just a nudist colony resort situationship. And I'm just saying, that's just my 2 cents. Okay, just my 2 cents. So yeah, and so not only did Ariana see Sheldon, she's 6 months pregnant. That's the next time that they see each other. She also brings back her mother and her sister. And her sister was with her on the vacation when she met Sheldon in Jamaica. So, I guess they kind of knew each other. But you know what? I have some questions, Ariana. I have some questions. I need to know because, like I said, I feel like you're not telling everything. Like, did you meet Sheldon at his boat business doing the snorkeling? Or were you and your sister into some freaky deaky things? And you're not telling your mother that part. Were you part of that nudist resort? You never did specify that. But you did say, but I do feel like, you were, we could see that your self-esteem is a little bad now. Because that wasn't an issue, when you first met him. I'm thinking, and this is just my 2 cents, that that's where y'all met at. And until I hear otherwise, I'm just gonna stick to that. But what I don't like, you guys don't know each other. You guys only been around each other 17 days. So how are you going to come to this man's country, with your mom and your sister as backup, to try to force this man to get married after he only knew you for 14 days and you were basically a one-night stand? I'm just saying it how it is. You guys were never in a relationship. You told your mom that he promised you all he was going to move to America, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think Sheldon wants to move to America. This is the misconception when it comes down to Americans versus people from other countries. Not all people from other countries want to move to America. Why would he want to move to America? Because he has his own successful business that he runs with his father. And he doesn't seem to be doing bad at his other job either. And now you guys want to come and pretty much bombard the man and make the man feel obligated that he has to marry you because you're having his baby. So you're having my baby, and it means the world to me. I'm sorry. I don't like the forcedness. This episode, I know people rate it from 1 to 5 or A to D. This is rated T for thirsty. Okay. All these ladies on here, and the dude, thirsty. It's the forcing of the marriage for me. It's the fact that the mothers, like, they're trying to paint him as a deadbeat dad already, and a deadbeat dad is somebody who doesn't do anything for his kid at all. It's almost as if, you act like Sheldon can't possibly take care of his kid in another country and come and visit. Sheldon says that he's all for, the visitor's visa, but when it comes to that K1, I mean, he not with it. He's not with it. Oh gosh, I tell you what. I mean, it's like, I just didn't like the fact that she called him a deadbeat. Now, there are a lot of deadbeats everywhere around the world. There are Jamaican deadbeats for sure. But this man works. This man basically co-owns a business. This man loves his country, Jamaica. Never asked you for anything. Nothing. I don't know, girl. You better get together and tell Mom Duke she needs to step back. Step back, because you were not there when her and your other daughter were out there having fun, dropping it like it's hot, probably. But leave that man alone. Stop trying to force marriages. I don't understand it. She wants this man to drop everything and just start from scratch. Okay, well, let's get into another couple. These two, Steven and Martine. Again, it's the force of marriage for me. How are you going to get upset with this man when you met this man partying? He is a DJ in Barbados. You met this man at a party. You guys basically, were like messing around, nothing committed, nothing serious. There was never an established relationship. You've been going back and forth seeing him for 3 years. And then finally a light bulb goes in your head like, oops, I want to be married before I'm 30. No, what's her thing? Oh, she gave the list today. She said she wanted to be living with a boyfriend, then get married, then have a baby, all by the age of 30. And clearly, Steven did not get that memo. I feel like she's very insecure. He is a well-known DJ in Barbados. So, of course, and I'm sure that they were hanging around the resort. They were probably eating around the resort that, he works at, or one of the resorts that he works at. And, Barbados is a very small country. And I'm sure that it's people that's actually his fans. So they come up to him, they want pictures, they want that. And she can't take it. She calls these women thirsty, but no, boo, I think it's kind of, you're thirsty. So she comes back to the island to basically give Steven an ultimatum. Either you marry me, either I become your girl, We get engaged. I want to leave with a ring. I want you to move to Miami. She's kind of thinking about maybe moving to the Barbados, but we'll see about that. Not to mention that he has a daughter who is like 6 years old. She's so beautiful. And she wants him to uproot his life and move to Miami to be with her. And he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You just established that you want to be serious. I had no idea that you wanted to be serious. This is all a shock to him. And not only that, it's a shock to him that she wants to get married. She's trying to get married. She wants the ring. Steven, I think you need to be honest with her. She seems a little bit cuckoo. I don't see him, again, I do not see him uprooting he won't be able to see his daughter. They seem to have a close relationship. But the ultimatums is not going to fly with him. You're going to lose him. And here's what else I had the issue with the episodes that I've seen thus far. Besides the fact that she appears to be thirsty. She can't take Steven's celebrity status quo. She likes the purse. But she does not, she's very insecure when it comes to that. Secondly, you so-called been dating him for 3 years, but you haven't even told your parents, your family, anybody about him. Okay. Then I don't know how long you're staying up there, but you basically threw out the marriage, and you want to tell him you wanted to become serious, with him, like the second day, the day after you got there, it's like, okay, I need for you to propose to me within 5 minutes after you telling him that, I want us to be more serious. I didn't like the fact that you are bringing his daughter into the mix. You're asking his daughter, oh, do you want us to get married? Do you want me to be your stepmom? Do you want, tell your dad what he has to do? No, that's wrong. And that is going to turn Steven off. That turned me off, and I'm not even in a relationship. If Steven wanted to marry you, I trust and believe, I don't know the man, but, he seems to, know what he wants and, and what he don't want. And he don't want anybody that's thirsty and basically making him like his back up against the wall, like, you're gonna marry me right now. You're gonna come to Miami. So yeah, I didn't like that. Leave the kid out of it. You want a relationship with the kid, fine. But when it comes down to adult conversations, leave the kid out of it. That kind of shows the maturity level that you're on. And then you did it in front of the dad. Did you see how awkward Steven was looking at her? Listen, if you guys don't got the Discovery Plus channel, I got it, because, A, I appreciate the non-commercials, and B, I got it just because, so you don't have to get it. But I have a feeling that they're going to put this what channel? Lifetime? What channel does this WeTV? Is it WeTV? What channel does come on? I can't think. I think it's TLC. Yeah, TLC 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah. So they might stream it, once the momentum goes down. But yes, this is an interesting show because it shows the other side. See, we only see the side where the people from the other countries want to come to America, but we never see like the other side of it, like the people that actually want to stay in their country. Thirsty Martine. Oh, and he met her parents over a Zoom call or FaceTime, and her parents are from Haiti. And she says that her parents, came with like in business attire, ready to interview. Apparently her parents are successful in their own right, and they want the best for their daughter. So when the parents found out he was a DJ, they were not impressed. The dad was like, well, hell, we know you're a DJ at night, but what the hell you do during the day? And Steven goes, practicing my craft. The dad was not impressed. The mother kept going, They were not impressed with Steven at all. But I wondered, why Steven didn't question Martine. Why is, or he said that he says that, why haven't I met your parents? But I find that hard to believe. And then the mother goes and says, well, you being a DJ, you must, be into like all these party women. I'm sure, women basically throwing themselves at you, but they failed to realize that your daughter was one of these women. It is what it is. Did your daughter tell you that she met Steven at a party? Did she tell you that possibly that they may have went home on the same day? Did she tell you that they were like basically each other's beauty calls for the last 2 years? Did she tell you that? No. I'm telling y'all, the look on Steven's face was literally that he just wanted to disappear like into thin air. He did not want to be there at all. So I'm curious to see where this is going. Will her pushiness run Steven away? Because he's not going to want to leave his country. He's not looking forward to that. And I want to know more about his ex. I'm sure they're going to touch on that a little bit. I really, really hope they do. But I tried to snoop some things out, and it was nothing on Steven's ex. But yeah. Girl, get a bottle of water, take a Tylenol, and chill the hell out before, you lose something before you actually really get it. I just can't stand when women force themselves to want to get married. It took me years to get married. And it's going to take me years to get remarried if I choose to get remarried. But I'm not looking to get remarried. But I don't understand what's the thirstiness of it all. What is it? And let's get to Key and Mark. Mark, you gotta give Key some space. You gotta give her some space. My goodness, she just finished doing a stint at a rehab. You didn't even know that she was on, addicted to pills until the last minute. Yeah, I understand you went, you helped her out in her low risk of needs when she did the overdose and she almost died. And, you played a big part in her rehabilitation. But, at the same time, you guys just basically reconnected after what? 10 years on and off. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it was a minute. Apparently, they met in vocals, and she's from Argentina. He's from California. I believe he was working at the Bocas, like some kind of bar where they met. And so, they got a fling on, and then, they kept in touch and, back and forth. And then eventually they separated. So when they first met, she was on drugs really heavy. She was a party girl. But since then, she went to rehab. She got clean. She's more serious. She's more clear-minded. And, she wants to live her life one day at a time. She doesn't want to commit to anything because she said, she just lost her life. She just lost her life. And, it took her a while to, deal with that. But Mark, you're being really, really pushy. You want her to, commit to you. And she just wants to have fun, eat good food, and you know what I'm saying? She doesn't want anything heavy. Because she's still trying to get her life together, still trying to, seek, balance in her life. She doesn't want to bring on a relationship because she wouldn't be able to handle that. Because she's already dealing with the relationship that she had with that controlled substance. And she made it quite clear to her friend that she is not trying to leave Boca, was it either Argentina or Boca? She's not trying to leave. She's not trying to go to America because homegirl is not impressed with Americans. She said America is overrated. She ain't trying to leave. So she's like, if he's coming to visit me on that type of time, well, he's sadly mistaken. And then we met, their friend Nick, and Nick is like, hey, what's going on with you and Key? And he's basically like, I don't want to be in an open relationship anymore. I want to be exclusive. And the friend Nick was like, well, does she know that? And he was like, no. And but she already told him when he brought up that he wanted to be in a committed relationship. She immediately shut that down, and she said, I don't want to talk about that. We could just, enjoy now. We can enjoy today. Tomorrow we can enjoy tomorrow. Like, basically take one step at a time. And she told him, don't rush me. She told him that, and she said, please don't bring this conversation back up. But apparently this man don't listen, because he's telling his friend Nick that he's going to bring it up again. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go. He's going to tell her that he wants to be exclusive. He wants to be in a committed relationship. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. God. Oh, is it just me? I don't know. It's like, these people meet these people, and in a few months they ready to get married. I don't get it. I don't get it. Last but not least, we're going to talk about this foolery. And this will be Daniel and Amber. Daniel, I forgot where he's from, but they live in Costa Rica now. He moved from his native country to move to Costa Rica to get a better life. Amber met him while she was on vacationing. And again, here we are, rushing to get married, rushing to bring this, man over here for whatever reason. And they've been dating I guess for a few, I don't know how long they've been dating. But I do know one thing's for sure. My 2 cents is that you're his sugar mama. It's official. You're his sugar mama, okay? Get that through your head. I hope you smarten up by now. I hope you didn't really marry this guy or bring him over to the country, because clearly, he's not for you, sis. He's not for you. Do you honestly think that he quit his job to get his visa? Look, let me tell y'all something. She actually goes to visit him to continue what she thought that he started, which was starting the K1 visa process. But when she got there, he basically told her, I quit my job. But after he wined her, he dined her, at the beach, and then, of course they did the adult tango or whatever. So she got stigmatized, and then he came, the next morning and made her a sandwich for breakfast. That sandwich did look good, though. You might get me a sandwich later. But anyways, so the next day, he gets up, they're outside, and she basically packs him liberty in the K1 visa process. And he was like, oh, about that. Well, I had to quit my job. Oh, no. She asked him, how's your job? Is your job going to give you the days off while I'm here? So he answers her, well, I got plenty of days off. And me, in my experience, all right? I'm just talking about in my experience. When a man says that, my what? Because I'm ready to hear what's next, okay? But, she didn't get it. It went over her head. So she's like, oh, that's great. And he's like, yeah, I quit my job. And she's like, what? Huh? You quit your job? She said, you need a job in order to get a K1 visa. You need to be working. We need the money to pay for it. And he's like, well, my job wouldn't allow me the time off to start the process. It's I guess he has to go to another part of the country to get it. He said his job wouldn't give him the time off or whatever. So he had to quit his job to get it, to help it easier to start the process. And I'm like, what? And, my snooping vibe was like, wait a minute. That sounds like to me, I started translating. That sounds like to me that I waited for you to come to pay for this, start the process for this K1 visa. I ain't paying for that ish. That's what that sounded like to me. So Amber's like, I cannot believe that you didn't start the process and you expect for me to do everything and to pay for everything. So apparently, Amber's been paying the cost to be the boss. Amber was helping him pay his rent. Amber I believe, now she did not say, but in my head, I'm thinking that she was sending him money to start the K1 visa process, and he told her that he was doing that. But when she got there, that whole story changed, cause sis was mad. And then on top of that, right, we find out that he plans on moving his brother, who he moved down to Costa Rica with, for a better life, and his mom down there. And that's not the most craziest part. The craziest part is that Amber had a complete breakdown, like a mental breakdown, when she found out that he planned on moving his family down there. And then his brother actually says that he and his mother expect for Amber to foot the bill for their visa process too. Why, you may ask? Because she's doing it for his brother. All for one and one for all. If that's not a sugar mama, I don't know what is. But I did like the fact that he, basically dicked her down and then told her all the bad news the next day. You cannot make this stuff up. This girl was literally crying in front of the brother when she found out that was his plans. And she's like, you can't even pay for that. You can't even do that. So who do you think is going to have to do all the paperwork? You, Amber. That's who he expects. You. But if you do it, you're dumb. I'm going to do some snooping on these couples behind the scene. I mean, because I'm trying not to do it, because I don't... Like, if I hear some TT, I'll talk about it. But I try not to, get any spoilers, because I really want to, look at the series in blind eyes. But, if somebody wants to let me know if these two actually got married, present day, let me know. But yeah, so that's pretty much is what happening with this 90-day show, Love in Paradise, the Caribbean. It's certainly not paradise at all. At all. Bye, guys. Let me get you guys off my screen. But Amber, you need to get together. Or you need to get a third job. Or a second job. You might need 4 jobs. Girl, that hustle is real, honey. Okay. Let's get into some Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, nothing really happened in this episode really that's interesting, other than the fact that Montel, who is right behind me over here, we finally got to see a little bit of a emotional breakthrough when it comes down to his divorce with his ex-wife Melody Holt, which is who is smiling so graciously next to him. They were a beautiful couple to me. But yeah, Marriage Huntsville, I got a couple of questions, okay? Just a couple. To Marceau, how did you think your nephew was going to run the company, run a restaurant, and he didn't have any type of managerial experience? The guy told you he needed help to teach him, because you promised him that you was going to teach him, and you're too busy with your other business endeavors to concentrate on a bar slash restaurant that you open along with Tisha. And I'm with the nephew. It is solely y'all two responsibility to make sure that y'all have the right people, in the right places to make the right moves, to make the right money. If he's screaming out to you guys that he needs help and you're telling him, oh no, that's y'all problem. No, that's y'all problem. So I'm real curious to know, like, why did you guys, I understand the family legacy and all that, but why did y'all not like put him in some type of training? Okay, instead of just practically throwing him out to the wolves and then get mad when your numbers are right. And Tisha, I have a question for you. Why is it that I feel that this new friendship that you have with Melanie Holt is pretty fake? It's fake. It's screaming fakeness to me. All because Kimmy didn't want to see things on your terms, and she wasn't going to kiss your ass just because you're her sister-in-law. And another question I have for you, Letitia, is, am I the only one that thinks that you guys wanting Maurice and Kimmy and their family to move on the same lot as you guys? You're so like gung-ho about it. Why do I feel so creepy about that too? Doesn't Kimmy deserve her space? Doesn't Kimmy deserve her own opinion? I think that she does. And honestly, I think that you are just a tad bit jealous of Kimmy and Maurice's relationship because they're so open and honest with each other. And Marceau, I think you got some things to hide. And what I don't like about Marriage Huntsville at this point is now y'all trying to bring Kyra in from what that show is, the other old show, the one with nephew Tommy. What is it? I can't think of it right now. Ready to Love. And now you brought Kyra in it in this sexy red dress to try to create a storyline that Marceau is probably cheating on you. But girl, I mean, there are little rumors out there. I'm not going to get into it. You know what they are. I know what they are. All the bloggers know what they are. You guys acknowledge that there was a rumor that Marceau may have another baby out there. Marceau was like, absolutely not. I just feel like that they are really desperate to find Kimmy a storyline because chasing Marceau is not it. Her mother Wanda going after Kimmy is not it. So what better way to start a storyline is this crap? I don't get it. I don't know where this is going, but I'm curious to find out. I'm sure it's nothing. But Kyra, she was the villainess on Ready to Love. Most of the men wanted her. She left with no one, but most of the men wanted her. I'm curious to see what that is about, but I'm sure it's a bunch of fluff. So, like I said, this created storyline with her and Marceau possibly cheating with Kyra, girl. Again, take a chill pill, girl. Chill out. Trust me. If Marceau was cheating on you, girl, I'm sure it's not going to be in front of no cameras. You know what I'm saying? He seems like the sneaky type. That was confirmation for me when he was talking to Mel in one of the episodes, and instead of looking at Mel in her face, he was looking at her tatas. He was looking at her derriere. He was letting Mel know, basically, she dodged the bullet and he's happy that she's single. That's not what his mouth said, but that's sure as hell what his eyes were saying. Because he was all up in here, girl. all up in here. Okay. So if you want to check somebody, you need to check your husband. And I hope you checked his ass when you saw that on national TV with the rest of the world. And I know Mel was like creeped out about that. She probably, she probably laughed it off, just to, whatever. But I'm sure she was like, ugh. Like, you might as well, again, Marceau, I sell these, Phatgyrlsnoop.co, quench your thirst. But yeah, it's these fake storylines in this episode for me. Also, it's the fact that y'all just threw new people in the in the title credits for me. So we got introduced to this new couple. I don't know their names. I didn't care to know their names because to me they're set as pawns. To me, because there's only but so much they can go with this Melanie versus Martell and this Kimmy versus Tisha situationship. So they have to, sprinkle in. And then, as far as Destiny is concerned, we got introduced to Destiny as Martell's best friend. And, she was a part of Chicken Gate. Remember when she accused Kimmy of being fake because, she didn't know, who Destiny and her husband were. Her soon-to-be ex-husband, LeBaric. Now, this is what I heard. Now, we met them as a, married couple. No, they were about to have a baby, so they got married. And their marriage only lasted a little over a year, and then they got divorced. So she has this brand new baby, basically. And from what I understand, LeBaric didn't want to be on the show at all. He didn't want to be on the show. So rumors are that's something to do with it, because Destiny is, she just opened up her hair boutique and whatnot. And I'm sure she wants to be on the show to put her name out there, thanks to the hosts. And he didn't want to do that. But apparently, LeBaric was allegedly cheating on her. And we found that out because of that new couple I just talked about. The lady finally met the other ladies. And she looks at Destiny and she says, "Oh yeah, I know you. Mind you, this is Destiny's birthday party now." She turns around and, she looks at Destiny, was like, "Oh, now I know why I remember you. You was at some kind of award party, and I was telling you what a cute outfit that you had on at the awards night, and you looked at me and you said, 'Oh, that wasn't me.'" Y'all get it? Because the lady saw LeBaric with another woman and mistaken that other woman for his wife Destiny, who he met the next day. I don't know what's going on with these friends to the show. That's why I really feel like this is scripted in, because there is no way that you just met Destiny and these women and you're saying this in front of these women and no one got pimp slapped. No one got pimp slapped. The same lady turns to Kimmy after she realizes that, Kimmy's there, like, "Oh my God, I know you because, our husbands are friends and they all went to school together." Oh, no, excuse me. Our kids went to school together, and, Maurice, just brought his son Monster to live with him from his previous relationship. And she basically told Kimmy that she knew Monster because Monster was the one that got caught. Monster's, I believe, like he's like 14 or something like that. And apparently Monster got caught in the bathroom vaping. Now, Kimmy seemed surprised to hear this because Maurice did not, tell her that. So she's finding it out for the first time. And my question again is, how these friends of the show, how are they so comfortable just blurting out stuff like that? Are they being set up by the producers? I really, really want to believe that this was not scripted, but it just smells scripted to me. And I'm just, like I said, I'm surprised nobody didn't get pimp slapped. You telling my family business in front of like a whole bunch of women within the first, 30 minutes? Maybe an hour that you guys were there? Girl. And then, Melanie, you sitting there, girl, like you are so shocked. I believe you was a part of this too. Because you're the one that brought the girl to the groove. I have a hard time to believe that was the first time that was mentioned. You wasn't convinced to me at all. But I'm going to say allegedly. I know you got something to do with it. It's okay. All right. So, that is pretty much all that is going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville. That is my question. My question is, what is the deal with these friends to the show? Also, this Tisha and Melanie new friendship, I ain't buying it. And we need to know what's really happening with the marriage between LaBerrick and Destiny. Why is Destiny really on this show? Because she's definitely not a part of no love anymore. And she's definitely not in the marriage. So what else they got going on? And the Kyra from Ready to Love and Marceau, I'm not buying that storyline either. But let me know y'all 2 cents on that. And let me know your 2 cents on the fact that this newbie came and was telling Kimmy about her stepson getting caught vaping in the bathroom. Do y'all think Maurice knew about it or not? Or just kept it from her? I doubt that Maurice knew. Or maybe he did. I don't know. But drop your 2 cents in the comments about that. But yeah, I will be watching next week for the foolery. Well, that is my time for today, my snoopers. Let me know what you thought about the episode of Love in Paradise, the Caribbean. Are some of these people on this show thirsty or what? And what about Love and Marriage Huntsville? Do you guys also sense some effery foolery going on with some of these storylines like myself? But I'm gonna be watching so you guys won't have to. And remember to please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It just costs you nothing but 3 seconds of your time, and it's free. It's free, okay? And remember, you can get like stuff like this. I also got some new designs. I haven't got them in the physical yet, but as soon as I get it, y'all will be the first to know. You can get all of that on my website, Phatgyrlsnoop.co. That's also where you can find me if you don't find me here every day. And my snoopers, you know what? I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. I thank you guys for watching. And remember that it's PHAT as in pretty, hot, and tempting. Bye for now.